Hello and welcome all my friends and viewers. IER, this is your Info Entertainment Reviews channel. Today, July 8th, it is 5:39 p.m. currently at Arizona time. Here are your latest earthquake activity updates for today. Now, take a look here. Just recently, Philippines struck with a 5.2 magnitude earthquake, a depth of 6.2 miles today. Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen, depth of shallow 1.4 miles with a 4.2 magnitude today at 3:29 p.m. And Red Islands 4.1 magnitude struck today at 3:07 p.m. with a depth of 24 miles. And Oklahoma following earlier and very right in between the two, as this was at 3:29 p.m. This one was basically another 30 some minutes earlier with a 4.2 magnitude at a 4.5 mile radius in depth. 4.7 in eastern Honshu, Japan, depth of 21.7 miles today at 2:28 p.m. had struck. Very good size magnitude for starting out, and as well Hawaii, the volcanic islands, depth of 5 miles, pretty shallow with a 3.5 today at 12:11 p.m. And Oklahoma again. Take a look here. This is earthquake number 3, ladies and gentlemen. And this is all today's activity with a 3.4 magnitude, 7.2 miles depth at 12:06 p.m. Take a look here. Afghanistan getting hit again. A lot going on. 4.2 magnitude, 70.2 miles depth at 11:37 a.m. 4.7 in Iran, Indonesia. Take a look here at a depth of 23.8 miles, folks, today at 11:08 a.m. And take a look here in Gedo Islands region, 6.2 pretty shallow miles of depth, 4.7 magnitude at 10:12 a.m. And west of Macquarie Islands, sorry, pronounced that wrong, 5.4 magnitude, ladies and gentlemen, and that was a 6.2 miles of depth today at 9:48 a.m. And here we go, following up with Seram, Indonesia, with a 4.3 magnitude earthquake striking at a depth of 28.6 miles today at 5:25 a.m. Following up, almost done here. Pakistan, 4.4 magnitude, 28.2 miles today at 5:10 a.m. and a 4.4 in Coral Islands. That was at 3:51 a.m. with a depth of 48.4 miles. That's pretty deep. And last, 4.7 magnitude, Indian Ridge, 6.2 miles, pretty close to shallow at a 4.7, struck today at 3:08 a.m. Take a quick look into some of the little bit of latest news of what else is going on. Coconuts could inspire new shake-proof buildings to prevent earthquake deaths. Wow. Well, let's take a look what is going on here. Coconuts are renowned to their hard shells. Well, very much true. We all know that. Which are vital to ensure their seeds successfully germinate. But the specialist structure of the coconut walls could help engineers design capable buildings, from what they're saying, to withstand earthquakes and other natural disasters. Coconuts could inspire new design for earthquakes proof scientists daily study. I don't know. What do you folks think about that? Very interesting. Now, how could coconut shells inspire the development of earthquakes proof building nature? Well, I would love to learn myself. So, something to look into for later on. Ecuador gets emergency $364 million loan for relief after fatal earthquake. Ecuador is going through so much, and guess who's helping Ecuador? This was 55 minutes ago. The International Monterey Feud said Friday it approved $364 million of emergency loan money to Ecuador after the country has had a hard hit by an earthquake back in April. The money will help the country steady in finances while it addresses the huge losses. Boy, so much. And this is just the latest news. Something I just wanted to add into the show. Like I said from previous videos, show is going to be continuing to be a little bit much longer, bringing you, all my audience, everybody here on IER, just a lot more to just gather up on, and just something we could all go through on here together, as this is again live right now. Stress on Bay Area earthquake fault is increasing, ladies and gentlemen. I've mentioned this many times. I've even predicted things, and I don't predict, but at the same time, take a look here. Streets in Bay Area earthquake fault is increasing. Menlo Park Cron, the stress on the Bay Area quake fault is increasing, and so are the chances of the major quake. The United States Geological Survey has updated its long-range earthquake forecast. A map breaks down the chances of a big one. The holy grail for earthquake scientists has been accidentally destroyed. What? Take a look here. But for earthquake scientists, it was kind holy grail, perfectly illustrating the science forces of the work underneath by its area neighborhood. Since at least the 1970s, scientists have painstakingly photographed the curb as a Hayward fault. It was pretty heavy, magnitude 5.5. Earthquake strikes southern Western Australia. Now, Australia don't get earthquakes all the time, and ladies and gentlemen, here it is today. 5.5 magnitude earthquake has struck near Norseman in Western Australia's Goldfields region and felt far away as Esperance on the state's southeast coast. Unbelievable. Now, the quake recorded at 5:40 p.m. WST on Friday struck 16 kilometers underground. Take a look at that. These are all earthquakes, ladies and gentlemen. So, and this is all the most recent. This was posted for yesterday. Morning earthquake rattles Southern California. I actually did a update on that, and Southern California did get the good quake. Now let's take a look at over here. Felt in multiple countries and Mexico counties, I mean. Now, take a look at here. Brawley, California, magnitude of 3.8. And ladies and gentlemen, a 3.8 is not, it's somewhat moderate, you could say, in its own way. But a 3.8 magnitude struck near Brawley in Imperial County early Friday morning. Now, according to United States Geological Survey, according to them, the trembler was reported at about just 5:55 a.m. The quake hit about 85 miles outside of Palm. Let's go ahead and wanted to read a little bit more on that, but we already know what Palm is, and Palmdale's always, which basically Palm Beach, but I call it Palmdale. Palmdale has been getting a lot of ruckus with the earthquakes as well, ladies and gentlemen. And just my last report, there was an earthquake that struck California. That one was, I believe, in the 4s, so that was a really good size. California's waking up again. They don't do these, quote, military tactics for no reason. And so, as we recently had that military deal out there because of the fault, you know, they're not going to just waste time. They're doing this all for a reason, but they're not telling us. People, a lot of us are awake, but a lot of you are sleeping and got to get out of it, wake up, and really see what's coming right in front of your eyes. Biggest earthquake in 28 years shakes Goldfields. Take a look here. Geoscience Australia senior seismologist Jonathan Bathgate said it was the biggest onshore earthquake recorded in WA since a magnitude 5.7 near Derby in 1988. The seismogram of the earthquake which struck the Goldfields, the seismometers. So basically, these babies were going off the charts when this just hit. So 14 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look here. Alaska's been getting bombarded by many, many earthquakes. Massive Alaska landslides register as a 2.9 magnitude earthquake. The Weather Channel. Folks, check that out as well. A massive landslide in southern Alaska last week poured millions and tons of rock onto a glacier, moved seismograph needles, and threw up a dust cloud so large the local pilot had trouble seeing the ground. Unbelievable. I mean, just look at this. Quite dramatic and quite large. I could just imagine that's just very little of what they say. So, drone assesses. Take a look at here, and then a cathedral quake damage. That was very, very devastating on that one. There was a lot of damage done. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is today's update and a lot more here all in one on IER, your info entertainment reviews channel. I'm going to continue on a little more further because later on, stay tuned because I'm going to have some more updates coming in for all of my viewers. So if you haven't yet subscribed, go on ahead, get your subscribe on. Don't forget to thumbs me up and share. And as a subscriber, you're always going to stay up to date and be able to know every single time what EIR has going on. Earthquake researchers disappointed by California city's curb fix. Come on, it doesn't matter about their curb fixes. What matters is what's going to happen to all these people when stuff really opens up and just unloosens in a way that you couldn't even imagine. East Central California, the holy grail for earthquake scientists, gets destroyed. There's another topic about that. Take a look here. The 4th of July earthquake jolts Kinlan Butler. Mother Nature welcome for the 4th of July Monday morning with a small earthquake that rocked Kinlan Butler and portions of northern New Jersey, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The 1.1 magnitude. Take a look here, a 1.1. Now, yes, they're little. There's not much to worry about them, but depending how shallow and how these 1.1s are, they always got to remember they always take a couple points off and lower it from its original. Why do they do that? I don't get it. If it's a 6.6, then it's a 6.6. Don't take it to a 6.6 to a 6.1. You guys understand where I'm coming from on that? Now, this 1.1 could have been a 1.5 in reality or bigger. Who knows? But the 1.1 magnitude stated from them was recorded at 4:06 a.m. Let's go ahead and take a read on this together. Going to go ahead and go online. Again, this is live. Everything I'm doing live recording. We're all on this together, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, a lot of you who are awake, thank you. And don't be fooled. Don't become the fool. You guys are too strong for that. Here is the daily record. And this is for the 4th of July earthquake at Butler. Here are the charts. Now look at this is from a 1.1 magnitude. So let's see what they say here. The depth of 2 kilometers. Very, very shallow. And occurring about 1 kilometer southeast of Kinlan, according to USGS. Now, the area in North Morris has experienced several minor earthquakes this year. 3 minor earthquakes jolted northern Morris County on February 21st, 3 days after the large quake was felt in the same area. Wow. Now, the epicenter of those earthquakes was about 1 mile northeast of Kinlan, according to USGS geophysicist Paul Castle. All right. All were minor. Now, the reason I said all right about Castle, because there's a lot of just stuff that's not being let out, and just like a lot of us know about the Yellowstone has so much going on, and we're barely able to get on a point where we can stay on top and know exactly what's going on with Yellowstone. And sometimes I don't want to know just because how active and this thing's going to go sooner than a lot of us even think. The first registering of a magnitude of 0.6 at 10:07 a.m. and the second registering at 0.1 at 10 a.m. Both of those tremors were estimated to have originated at a depth of 1 mile. A third and final registered at a 0.2, originating at a depth of 0.3 miles, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 quakes were pinpointed to an area just south of Hamburg, between Macapone Road and Vreeland Avenue. Now, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, but again, on a map published by Columbia University's Lamont Doherty Cooperative, the USGS says that earthquakes with a magnitude between 1.0 and 3.0 aren't typically felt. BS. That is a bunch of bull. But Butler Police Chief Ciro Cimento said The department received more than 1,000 calls about a 1.6 magnitude earthquake right there that had occurred on the evening of February 18th. So, and they're saying, you just saw me read that to you guys above just right now, that they're not felt. 1.0 to 3.0 aren't felt typically, but dozens of calls where people called in because they all felt that small quake. Another magnitude 2.07 earthquake also hit northern New Jersey on January. So this is one main feed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you get some extra time on your hands, or you just want to start browsing around. Now get this app on your phone as well, and it's Earthquake Alert. And if you want the news, you could definitely go over here and take a look. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the map before we end this. And I hope you all have enjoyed this with me here today on Info Entertainment Reviews. Like I said from previous videos, I'm trying to make videos longer. I don't want to just overdo things, not going that route, but I just want to be able to add just pretty much a little bit of everything about the earthquakes and what's going on, and a little bit of news here just on one. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one for today. There's another one coming up, so hopefully stay up later on and come back and check me out, as we'll see where the earthquakes are at and what's the status. Now take a look. Northern Chile as red, that was the 4.2. That's at 6:21 p.m. Here's near coast of Ecuador. There's that 4.6 magnitude, and Mexico with a 4.7. Out here in the Pacific with Hawaii, there's their nice 3.5 magnitude. My God, I bet you a lot of people has definitely felt that earthquake around there. There's a 3.4, and over here, take a look, just constant. So a lot of activity going on, ladies and gentlemen. And later on, what got me, not to change the subject, but what got me right here, as I always mention, just right in between Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, just total 4 earthquakes, and they're just bombarding like one after another. Almost look like a triangle type shape. If you look at the two bottom reds and these two up here on the top, just almost have that symbol. But just you look along there, I mean, this is all within a ring of fire too, ladies and gentlemen. And so just this whole area has been getting a lot of weird, odd activity. Now, here's Chagistan, same thing, right there out there in Afghanistan. You have the 4.4s, and like I said, these are constantly over on top of one another, and it's just an everyday thing, you guys. It's Mother Earth very soon, one of these days, in our time, she's gonna really open up and let loose. She's gonna really rip one open. Now, before we end this today, and I want to thank all of you for coming here and visiting Info Entertainment Reviews. Helps me bring you folks more, and I'm gonna keep at it, bringing you a lot more here on Info Entertainment Reviews, on top of some cool entertainment, funny, and just a little bit of just something to separate the monotoly of having to hear all these earthquakes updates. Though we all love them, but it's always good to just break things up and kind of have a little good laugh here and there. 114 earthquakes today total, 673 total this week, and 1,228 earthquakes this month, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe. This is your earthquake update for July 8, 2016. Your Info Entertainment Reviews. Keep your feet grounded. Much love and be safe, everybody. Peace out.